Welcome to Great Talk and Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the podcast where we review movies and TV shows, including all your favorite superheroes from Marvel Comics and DC Comics and much more. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talk and Entertainment official channel, baby. Let's go. Now, as we continue on the new Disney Plus series, Obi-Wan Kenobi, this is episode 3 review, and of course, this is a spoiler, so if you have not seen this show, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it, pause it, go watch the show, then come back, and then hear my reviews, and I would love to hear your guys' opinions and your theories, like the one I'm about to share for y'all with my opinion theories, so let's go. So, in episode 3, it continues on after Obi-Wan Kenobi finds out that Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, is alive. He freaks out. He has to meditate and he relives all the past and images. And as they're showing that, you notice the difference between Anakin, Anakin, aka Darth Vader, and Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is chilling, meditating, getting his mind and thoughts clear. But Darth Vader, he's burned up, destroyed, and he's putting on his suit in the most uncomfortable way you can imagine. Now, in the book of Boba Fett, you notice Boba Fett in a nice bathtub of a tube type thing, relax and healing. Not Darth Vader. He's got needles, nasty tools just drilling into his body, putting his arms and fake legs together, and the man's torturing himself, and obviously Darth Vader is pissed off, and he's one guy you just don't want to mess with in that Star Wars universe, in that timeline, right? So Darth Vader is having Reva do some dirty work for him to get Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, Darth Vader is, like I said in the last review for episode 1 and 2, Darth Vader is not a fan of the Inquisitors. And the Inquisitors, sorry. And he doesn't really care about if they all turn on each other, but he is having his eye on Reva, and yes, she shows a lot of potential to be like Kylo Ren, to be like Darth Vader, to take that spot, right? So, and she doesn't really have a lot of choices. It's either find him or you can die. He will murk her. He's not playing around. And I found that very interesting that in the Star Wars series, and this is somebody who don't read the comic books or the novelties or whatever. So I know that there's certain Star Wars characters that are inspired by Darth Vader or who want to be his apprentice, his right hand man in a way. And Reva is like the second character in a live action within the Star Wars Disney Plus series that they've shown that wants to be with Darth Vader, and she's right now the current one. So it makes me wonder how many apprentices did Darth Vader really have. And for everybody who reads the Star Wars comic books or novelty books or whatever, definitely in the comments let me know and definitely explain, help me out, But without that knowledge I have for it, I just noticed that she's willing to do whatever it takes. And in Star Wars, if you want to be with the Siths, you have to be cold hearted, and you got to be willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, just like being a Jedi. Darth Vader's gonna have her do things that she's gonna pause and ask herself, "Is this what if she's willing to go down this dark path?" Which would be interesting. And I said in the last episode of my reviews for this show, I thought, there's different ways to go with her. Like, and they're really keeping it really confusing, not confusing in a bad way, to keep you guessing whether is she gonna go full fledged, or is there a slight chance that if her and Obi-Wan Kenobi can talk it out and she can get out how she truly feels, could she go back to the Jedi ways and change her ways and turn on Darth Vader? This possibility. It's a possibility. We don't know which way they're gonna go with this. Like I said, in the timeline, if you go by the Disney Plus, how they got all the Star Wars shows and movies in chronicle order, it's after the Han Solo film. So I just wonder if she's alive in the present time. I don't know yet. Obviously, I won't find out till I think Friday or Wednesday they'll show one episode or maybe more episodes. I don't know, but it's a limited series. But whenever episode 4 comes out, we'll keep going. So that's why. Um, Obi-Wan and Princess Leia. Now, Obi-Wan is struggling trying to protect Leia because he's really off tact. He fears Darth Vader. He's he's trying to get back into combat fighting using the lightsaber, and he's doing everything he can, and he's everybody's out to look for him that wants Obi-Wan Kenobi. What I like about what they show between these two is their dynamic. Like, I never thought about this because I never really thought about this, but it seemed like at one point maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi had feelings for Princess Leia's mom at one point, Padme. I just wonder, maybe that was one of it, but as like I said, I don't really get into the comic books or the books about it, so I'm not really sure. But it doesn't mean they're gonna. It doesn't. I'm not saying like when they do these live action shows, it's comic book accurate or anything. But it just seems like maybe there's a time where he had feelings for her. But who knows? Because the way he just says like, "Oh, Princess Leia," he don't say Princess Leia, just says Leia, but he says, "Man, you remind me of your mother in so many ways." So I just wonder what that is. And she is so mature for her age. And I know a lot of people is like, oh man, this little girl's annoying. But God, she's a kid. Duh, she's supposed to be annoying. But in a good way, right? So it's no big deal. They're definitely explaining about what I like about this is she's so innocent and naive. Princess Leia is at a young age that this definitely explains why she's such a great leader throughout the Star Wars series because of her skills and ambitions. And she gets this from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Plus, just going through getting this experience of and traumatized of being lied to, defending a whole galaxy and stuff like that. So this is a definitely experience for somebody at a young age, and this was why Princess Leia was such a great leader in the Star Wars series until obviously she didn't make it in the episode in the newer Star Wars movies. This definitely explains that the Empire in this where they're at in timeline, the Empire is fully corrupted ever since the Jedi has fallen. So Obi-Wan Kenobi trying to find out where everybody is at and how can he get back Princess Leia back to safe. And they go through different places, and it seems like the stormtroopers are all over every planet. They're everywhere, and I see why that Jabin is the place to go hide, and they have Tala who sends like refugees and young Jedi's to hide there, and even change their names. So it's very interesting that in this point that's where everybody's at. The Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. That battle was really cool to see the battle between those two. It shows like both sides of where they're at in strengths and abilities, and obviously this is where Darth Vader is more powerful, and he's definitely in his prime. When they found where Obi-Wan Kenobi was hiding at, Darth Vader was slaughtering everybody's family, He was choking people out. And then when Obi-Wan Kenobi ran and just to get him out of public view so they can have a lightsaber battle fight, Darth Vader, boy, you might think he walks slow, but God, that motherfucker came out of nowhere and just was whooping on Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I really like the fact when Darth Vader put some fire on the ground, he tortured Obi-Wan Kenobi and got him certain part of his body burned like Darth Vader was in the Star Wars prequel movie. And I think that was really cool. It does really capture how Obi-Wan is where he's at now and where Darth Vader is at right now, and it's their Darth Vader is more dominant. So it's really cool. And even though Tala, she saved him and she got him out, but when she blasted that like canister or whatever it was that exploded, right? I was thinking, man, Darth Vader could jump over that flame, but I think he purposely let Obi-Wan Kenobi go because if you notice when he was battling Obi-Wan Kenobi first, earlier before that scene came, he was like, hey, I'm going to torture you, make you go through this, through the pain and suffering that I've been through. So he's toying with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I think he purposely let Obi-Wan Kenobi live, and he's saving it for later, for whatever reason why. But this show was really cool. I really enjoyed it just because Darth Vader is definitely one of my slash AKA Anakin Skywalker. He's definitely one of my favorite Star Wars character of all time. One of them, and I really enjoy the fact that they gave us more Darth Vader for this. So what I think is going to happen is certain people in Darth Vader's camp is going to turn on him, and I think because the question is, when did Darth Vader realize that Princess Leia was his daughter? When did he realize and find out that Luke Skywalker is his son? You know, to the classic Luke, I am your father. Like, I wonder if they're going to show this in this Obi-Wan Kenobi series. But it's just curiosity. I would say if I had to predict it, I would predict that they'll have that revealed in the very last episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's what I think. So, other than that, I really like this story. It was fast paced. It was a little bit. It was a lot fast paced more than any typical Star Wars show or movie has been throughout the years. So, this is really on point. Like, my God, I loved it. So, if I had to give this episode 1 out of 10, definitely giving this a 10 just because of the Darth Vader. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Please help this channel grow. Tell your friends and family. Peace.